places in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Miami University Redhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Miami University's head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Bearcats headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Redhawks offense will get the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they try to throw forth there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So Sam Houston State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Now to guide the attack, Landon Locke. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Just a little off. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The fake wants to throw. Got his man.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Finds a man in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Redhawks will hustle to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Redhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The give. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Looking for a crease. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Drops back, it's Sluck. Flips it out in the flat. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's O'Neal. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bearcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll go with Brown. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown.
I think sometimes offensively you got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
Makes the catch, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick give. There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Locke. They'll run the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Redhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't...
Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack, way to respond.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. The Redhawks line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They put the brakes on him.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Out wide right, it's O'Neal. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it himself. The pitch. Sweet cut there.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Locke. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bearcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's locked. Finds his big tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hauls it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Sends it downfield. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Redhawks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Hits inside, it's Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he could even get started. Throws it off the RPO. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. And the Redhawks want to crank the tempo. Selling the fake. Fires immediately. Dragged down. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Redhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off-play action. Rolls right. The throw. Just got rid of that one.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Luck. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just smothered on the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it down the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll just down it right there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his target, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Redhawks headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Rush right in his face. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Tight end now in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. 2nd and long here.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Redhawks! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking downfield, it's Locke. Got his man on the outside. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks, they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Snags it.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line.
He's running free down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Miami. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Locke. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Taken down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Redhawks are in the hurry-up. Second down, gonna throw it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And he gets rid of it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet, it's Locke. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Redhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. On play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it! And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They